let's smash into another psyop that has been run on every single person watching right now, and that includes me as well. If for no other reason than to give you the awareness of when someone is attempting to manipulate you using this technique, this psyop, going forward into the future. It's called the foot in the door technique. It's a psychological con where someone gets you to say yes to a tiny, no big deal request, then escalates it until you're chanting their dogma like a brainwashed zombie. Here's the science per the nerds of you out there. People are more likely to agree to big requests if they've already said yes to smaller ones. Why, you might ask? Your brain hates looking like a flip-flopping hypocrite. So it rewrites itself to believe that you meant each small action and the subsequently increasing larger ones. It's like agreeing to try a free sample at the store, gently telling the woman at the booth you liked it to be polite, and then end up getting sold a cart full of vastly overpriced supplements. This is not new. Propagandists have been playing this game since forever. From commie POW camps to Instagram's BLM squares. It's the same trick. Start small, hook them deeper, and soon you're their puppet. Let's rewind to the Korean and Vietnam Wars, where Chinese and North Korean captors turned American POWs into anti-American megaphones with this foot in the door psyop. Step one, they'd ask one of their prisoners of war to write a tiny negative against America, like America has some poverty. No biggie, right? I mean, it's true, isn't it? Maybe they'd toss them a cigarette. Not enough to feel like a bribe, and that's very important, just enough to make it feel voluntary. Thanks for the smoke, comrade. Haha, because then we've got escalation. Hey, read this anti-American script aloud, or sign this petition against US imperialism. Each step is deftly built atop the last, and POWs could not back out without feeling that they had lied and betrayed themselves and their internal cohesion along the way. The further they are down the incremental steps, the more it becomes necessary to defend their actions internally to avoid cognitive dissonance. Eventually, these slowly force-fed beliefs become part of their identity. But to run this psyop, there are never, ever big rewards. Why? Because it allows the person to excuse their actions in their minds. I only did it for the steak, for the big chunk of cash, for the blowjob. Small or no rewards force your brain to own it. And boom, suddenly you're anti-American, just to stay consistent within your own identity. Some POWs even refuse to go home, spouting commie nonsense. Now that, my friends, is a 100% successful mind meld and reprogramming, courtesy of the foot in the door psyop. Small steps taken incrementally, leading to massive brainwashing. Fast forward to 2020, when Instagram became a foot in the door playground with those Black Lives Matter's black squares. Step one, post a black square to support racial justice. It's just a click, right? No effort, no risk. And if you don't, you're basically a racist, according to the woke mob. So you post, and you feel like Martin Luther King for about 5 seconds. Then, the trap springs. Share this BLM link. Donate. Come to our protest. Call out your racist uncle. Each step pulls you deeper And since you've already gone public, backing off makes you look like a performative fraud. Your brain rewires. I posted the square, so I guess I must be Team BLM. Algorithms pile on, flooding your feed with activist posts, and soon you're marching or donating to stay consistent. Congrats. You, my friend, have been psyoped. The square was the foot, and quickly they kicked in the door and implanted the woke mind virus into all of those NPC brains. And even today, after all the destruction and BLM fraud, many remain public allies, such as the need to stay consistent to an identity. And by the way, this is part of the reason that the liberals are massively favored to win in Canada, stated that way intentionally, because they have the identity of a liberal, and that is increasingly hard to be broken. Did you ever get an email begging for just $5 to save the whales or to fund some sketchy pack? That, my friends, is foot in the door, baby. And it's a wallet-draining masterpiece. Step 1, they hit you with a tiny ask. $1 to fight climate change. It's cheaper than a latte. If you go to Starbucks, it's about 1/8 the price, so you cough it up, and you feel as though you invented Earth Day. I saved the polar bears, man! Then the escalation. Join our monthly donor club. Volunteer. Rally for our cause. You're on the email list now, getting spammed with guilt trips. Since you already gave, your brain says, I'm a supporter, right? And thus you keep giving in order to stay consistent. Political campaigns eat this up. That $5 that you sent to a candidate turns you into their cheerleader, because few want to admit that they backed a loser. Next thing you know, you're knocking on doors for some uniparty hack. Foot in the door, from pocket change, $5, to full-on fanatic. Let's toss in one more, the climate change cult. They use the foot in the door scam as well. Step 1, recycle a bottle. It's easy, it makes you feel green, and who doesn't want to save the planet? Then they crank it up. Go vegan, even just for a day. Ditch your car for a week. Escalating steps, right? Now they nearly have you. Come and protest fossil fuels with us. Each step hooks you deeper, and since you've already bought into saving the planet, you can't quit without feeling like you'd be responsible for the extinction of the emperor penguin. If only I had donated more. Then come the public stunts, like gluing yourself to the floor of a museum or throwing paint on a portrait of Louis XVI from the 18th century, because you know he's the man responsible for the belching factories over in China. They lock you in because no one wants to look like a hypocrite after tweeting #ClimateEmergency, and then going up the ranks of increasingly insane and confrontational actions. The result? You're chaining yourself to a pipeline, screaming about carbon, while the elites at the tippy top of the movement, like AOC and Bernie, fly in private jets. If you listen closely, you can hear their mocking laugh from 30,000 feet. Bernie, is that you? That's the foot in the door psyop. Start with a recycled bottle, end up defacing Stonehenge. Look, this isn't just about clowning on BLM squares or commie captors or climate change activists. It's really more about your freedom. The foot in the door techniques lets propagandists, whether it's government, activists, or ad execs, sneak into your brain and make you their puppet. They start small, But before you know it, you're shilling for their agenda, from anti-American rants to climate cults. This is psychological warfare, and everybody, including you out there, are their target. So, question, how do you fight back? 1. Each small ask must be viewed with a little bit of suspicion. That petition, post, or $1 donation, feel free to donate if you believe in the cause. But when you get the follow-up emails and phone calls, know that the asks will get progressively bigger until they've reshaped your internal identity, whether intentionally or unintentionally. 2. Pause before escalating. If they're pushing you to do more, ask, why did I say yes in the first place? 3. Go public with your skepticism. Post on X. Nice try, but I'm not falling for your psyop. Make other people aware. The decentralized internet, thank you Elon, is our weapon against their attempt at narrative control. 4. Watch for patterns. If everyone's suddenly posting the same symbol or slogan, it's almost definitely not organic. It's a coordinated foot in the door scam. Think the BLM black squares again. The fact is that psyops thrive in echo chambers, which is why cults try to prevent you from communicating with the outside world. It's why everybody within the protests, the totally organic protests of Tesla, they have people going around warning you not to speak with somebody who might be there to interview, to red pill. And the beautiful thing, though, is that the internet is breaking their grip. Every X post, every red-pilled video like this one chips away at their ability to control the narrative and thus control the population at large. And this, my friends, is why you should share this video to make people at minimum aware so that the next time that someone attempts to manipulate them using this technique, maybe somewhere in the back of their mind, they're going to say to themselves, didn't I hear about this? Isn't this the foot in the door psyop? And they'd be right. And you'd be saving them and the whole world a lot of hurt. So do share this video and hit the like button to spread this message. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the all notification bell. It's a small ask that I'm making, and I'm trying to get my foot in the door, because soon enough, I'll be asking for your firstborn baby.